Hey guys, what's going on? Um, so yeah, this, you might notice something different. This is Backyard Monsters. It's a game on Congregate and Facebook. I play it on Facebook. I'm not really a fan of Facebook, honestly. I only just made my account, like, not even a full year ago. But one of the things that's I kind of like on Facebook is RTS is like this. Now, this is my Backyard Monsters base. Now, there's not many Backyard Monsters videos on YouTube, and the ones I do see get a lot of views. But I see a lot of people asking how to make a good base, and my base has withstood very strong attacks with like 20 Daves, 5 Zafridis, a Koroth, Crawlin, everything. And didn't lose any silos. Lost a bunch of towers, but didn't lose any silos. All my towers still, or the silos still standing. The most one got damaged, I think, was 43%. Now, it's not even maxed out yet, as you can see. I'll show you my yard in the yard planner right here. Alright, so this is my yard layout. Let's see, show levels. So yeah, you can see all the levels there. As you can see, a lot of my miscellaneous towers, like the ones you see around the edge over here, are all maxed out along with all my resource producing. The only things I have really left to upgrade are my monster baiter right there and my chaos lab. Those are the only things I really have left to upgrade. All my blocks are level 5, every last one. All my storage silos and resource producers are maxed out. Town hall's maxed out, and this, to make this base, by the way, that is a requirement. Now, the way I made this base, I have it in yard plan right now, so you could just pause it and copy this if you want to. I don't really care if you copy it, just I'd prefer if I was given credit. I call this layout the Death Wing. Now, it's not completely original. I took the basic idea of a yard of the week I saw, because I really liked its design, and I put some pretty heavy modifications on it, because the yard I saw didn't have the Black Diamond Spurts cannon. That one's almost done upgrading. It's upgrading right now, but yeah. Made some really heavy modifications to it, and it's a lot stronger than that one, I think. I did better placement, I think. I used the IRAW bait that was placed around here, instead used it for extra pathing, because I don't really think anyone's going to be stupid enough to use IRAW on a base that has all Black Diamond blocks, because it's a waste of goo, really. You're not going to do much damage, really, and it's a waste of time, quite honestly, if you do that on a base with, because it takes 2 IRAW to destroy any blocks, so it's like, yeah. But yeah, what I did basically is that center mark, I put a block directly on that, and then put blocks out this way and that way, and then that way and this way. Like, yeah, that center block right there, you see, or that X, I basically put a block there, went out all the way over here, went out all the way over here, that way, and this way. This does use 4 yard expansions, by the way, this yard. And from there, I just took blocks away from the center until I could fit the champion cage in the center. So the champion cage right now is directly in the center of my yard, so it has the maximum range and it can't be baited easily. As far as I know, it can't be baited at all. I also have bunkers, level 4 bunkers, all filled with 4 Daves, maxed out. So those are pretty baitable, though. That's the only real problem with this base, I think. And I couldn't find anywhere else I could fit them that would be better, because I could like try to fit them here, but then the Spurts cannon would be out, and those are pretty important. Railguns are pretty important and all that. But yeah, that's how you can build that. But this video is pretty much just going to be me showing off my yard. It's not going to be all that long. In the most recent event, I did get Koroth. I unlocked all of his abilities. He's 6 feeds from he's 6 feeds from being level 4, and then he'll have his Breath of Fire. I have Crawlin level 5. I'm on my 6th week streak. It's really not that hard to get Crawlin, actually. Obviously, I completed the Brukarg Wars. So yeah, I'm pretty much just showing off my stuff here. So if I go to here, these are my farming ways, by the way. I use those to farm Kozus, basically 5 Vorgs and 5 Vorgs and the 78 Ichis and then 20 bolts. I can usually get it done in one wave, although I need my Fomor for it. Skype is kind of lagging. Anyway, so another thing I was going to show you is that all my monsters are maxed out except my Wormser and my Slamiticus. I use those monsters the least often, and those are both training level 6 at the moment, so those will be done shortly. And then as far as monster abilities go, I'm kind of low on resources at the moment, so I can't start researching these, but I only have 3 more to go. This one, so 5 days, 4 days, that's 9 days total. And then another thing, so in 12 days, once I get the putty to start doing that, 12 days once I start, I'll have my monsters all maxed out completely. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. But yeah, that's... A lot of people black out their outpost number, and I don't really care. Like, I've been growing, like, I just recently moved to this area. I'll show you my world map in a second here. But anyway, here's my champions. Level 6 Gorgo, level 6 Droll, level 4 Fomor, and then Koroth. I was in the middle of raising Fomor when I unlocked Koroth, and I want to raise him instead, because I think he's a lot better. But yeah. And if I started upgrading these two at the same time, but that one got knocked down during the attack. 2 of my best towers were inactive during that attack with the 20 Daves and everything, by the way, so that can give you the 20 Daves, 5 Zarfreeze, a level 5 Koroth, and level 5 Crawlin. With all that, he also catapulted 10 mil Putty and a 10 mil Pebble Bomb as well, so I'm guessing the Pebble Bomb was like right around here. He took out all these, whatever. It's very cataprone right here. There's not much I can do about that. But you won't be able to get all of these towers here and the Spurts Tower without getting the storage silo. I actually tested that. You would have to give up getting some of these towers here if you wanted to get the Spurts Tower down. Now, I wish I had a better spot for the Spurts cannon so they were less cataprone, but it's about as good as I can get it right now. I've been brainstorming more ideas for bases, but none of them are better than this so far. So yeah, and you can just take a look at that. You can see all the death traps I got going and everything. And by the way, I'm tired of people saying Crawlin is weak. Like, I mean, if you look at his stats and you compare it to a level 6 champions, yeah, he's weak, but he's a side champion. He's not gonna be... Sorry, I had to sneeze. Muted my mic. He's not gonna be really powerful like the other champions are, because he's a side champion. I had to sneeze again, I'm sorry. Alright, yeah. So that's that. Go away. So, I had to sneeze again, sorry. Now, this is my area. The alliance I'm in is Legacy Loyalists. I'm not sure what server it is that I'm on, but yeah. Let's see if I can find my old area. Like what was it? Like 5? Oh, okay, or not. Whatever. Just not letting me enter the number. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. So anyway, we're in Legacy Loyalists. So I was in an old area before. This Yavar D-bag just was ruining my day. So what I did is I had, and I wasn't near my alliance either, so I couldn't get support from them. So I had a friend Joseph here capture an outpost here and let me move to it. I had like 37 something outposts at the time. I'd have a lot more if it wasn't for Yavar, but whatever. And here I've been able to expand more. You can see I'm working on this. Actually, well, I want to get this area under control first. Capture these dreadnoughts. the Legionnaires here, that 33 Kozu, because those are worthless. The Legionnaires up here. I basically, like this Philo Alliance, they're kind of intruding on our borders a little bit. I don't exactly like it, so I'd prefer to capture all these soon. I have a feeling we're going to end up going to war with them soon, because when alliances clash borders, that usually happens. It's unavoidable. But they're not even on the leaderboards, so, and my alliance is on the leaderboards. I can actually show you here. Alliance. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so we are on page 2 of the leaderboards for this world. See, we're ranked number 18 in this world. So yeah, and again, this is pretty much just me showing off what I have. As far as Empire goes, I don't have much to brag about. I don't even have any mega kits yet, although I could afford them if I just stock up the resources. But I'm not going to worry about mega kits. I'm just going to go for ultra kits, because mega kits, yeah, you get the extra defense and everything, extra housing and such, but you don't get extra auto-banked resources, and that's what I care about mostly. So I'm just getting regular kits until I can afford ultra or mega kit. No, yes, no, ultra kits. Ultra kits. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to show off my base because and let people see the yard planner view so they can copy it if they want to. Now, the only thing I ask is if you do copy my yard, don't use it against me. Like, if you're gonna attack me and have copied my yard, that's kind of cheap, and I will call you out on it if you do that. Call you a pansy and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much my yard for you. It's hard to loot without using the Formor's buff, and Korath is a little too low of a level to farm with right now. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah. So I've just been working on leveling up my base, pretty much, my main yard. I usually have all my workers on something pretty much all the time, trying to max out my chaos weapons as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's much else to talk about. Let me think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, and if you don't want to copy this base, some base building tips is to make death traps. And if you don't know what a death trap is, it's like something like this right here, my aerial defense tower. How there's booby traps throughout these paths, that's a death trap. To get to that aerial tower, they're going to have to go over a bunch of booby traps. Now, this is somewhat countered by Korath's Fist of Doom ability, if you have that unlocked. Not many people do, though. I found it really easy. I mean, I unlocked all of his abilities within the first 4 hours of when the event started. But at the same time, I did fill my storage silos using Shiny, which was a waste of money now I look back on it, because I could have gotten the event. Anyway, I was worried all the outposts would be captured before I could capture any for it, but it wasn't really something to worry about. I ended up having like 50-something outposts, but they didn't have any kits on them, and Yavar would have surely started farming me or something. So with this Josephine dude, I attacked them both, destroyed a bunch of their outposts before I jumped, if it makes you feel any better. If it's just pissing you off that people do that, it was poetic justice, just to let you know, whatever. But yeah, now also, if you're wondering on the placement of these sniper towers, the reason they're placed that way is so that, say if a bunch of monsters get in through here, that sniper tower may be down, but while they're pathing through here, they're going to be under fire from almost all the sniper towers. Once the sniper towers are maxed out, they will have a lot of range. They'll be able to cover most of the outpost. And anytime any monsters get within the circle of my never-ending chain of my harvesters, anytime they go within that, my Korath and my Crawlin, or whatever champions I have in here, will start coming out and attacking. But yeah, okay, so I got off the topic there. ADD for the win. Okay, so yeah, death traps. You want to make pathing around your towers. Here's another thing that people don't understand. Your harvesters are not important to defend. You do not need those to defend. Use them to stall the monsters so that they don't get to your silos. Your silos will yield, I think, 5% of your total resources to the enemy when they're destroyed. And that's per silo. And then your town hall will yield, I think it's 10%. It might be 8% actually, I don't know, I'm not sure. When it's destroyed. So you want to protect the silos and your town hall, as well as your stronger towers. For example, laser tower, Tesla tower, railgun, monster bunkers, and I just couldn't find a better spot for that. That's why mine's there. Deadly Spurs Cannon is one of them you want to protect the most. The only one you want to protect more than that is your aerial defense tower. By the way, that's only if you have the Spurs Cannon. But yeah, railguns and sniper towers and cannon towers are just kind of a small bonus. They're not really all that useful. Quake towers are pretty decent. I don't really have mine upgraded at all, though. They're just kind of there. Magma towers are decent if you get them upgraded. Mine aren't upgraded yet. And yeah, that's all. Pathing. I also recommend always having your champion cage close to the center of your outpost or your yard. That way it cannot be lured. Because one of the things I would always do if my enemy had a Fulmore is I would fling in a single Tetratorn and a Zarfreedy, and that would take out the Fulmore. And while the Fulmore was busy trying to take out my Tetratorn, which it couldn't because the Zarfreedy was healing it too fast, my other monsters were busy just destroying their base. Very simple to take out that Fulmore because he had it close to the edge of his yard, and that's very foolish. Because your champions is your greatest offense and defense, whether you believe it or not. Actually, that might be arguable now that you have the Black Diamond Spurs Cannon. But yeah. So again, you also want your better towers like your aerial defense tower, your railguns, deadly spurs towers. You want all of those close to silos so that they can't be catapulted easily. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on my empire and such. And honestly, this game is really easy. I'm just saying, there's not much difficulty in it. But that's just me. I'm sure some people have a hard time with it, but also people get really ragey about it. Anyway, I'm just babbling on now, so later guys. Hope you enjoyed.